Well, hello, my friends. JW here, and welcome to a sweltering episode of Dunswell Zoo. It's currently 39 degrees here in the UK, and you should all really give me some thought and appreciation because I'm currently sat in a leather chair recording this, and it's not a very nice experience, I can tell you that much. um, so, nothing's really changed around the zoo other than we're getting a lot more guests in. The South America, what we've done so far, Pampas pastures, we need to get another male in for the Choco and Peccaries. The Guanaco are doing fine. The bush dogs are doing fine, with the exception of, let's see if I can find any. They're all over here. Look at the little babies. Look at the little babies. But yeah, the bush dogs are all doing fine, with the exception of the terrain. It says they need less snow. There is no snow whatsoever. It's a mod issue. I've told Leaf about it. I've not yet heard anything back. Anteaters doing fine. We have our male in here, just taking a snooze in the breeze, Wagner. We have our female in here, Maria, and she's due an infant next year. Some of our coatis are pregnant, like this one. We will probably have to bring some more in though, because these are all, I mean, it says she's classed as elderly, but it's not. What else? Maned wolves. Yeah, mod's still not being updated. Don't know if it will or not. But they're both here still. They're both thirsty. Well, they have a large lake here, but I suppose we can go ahead and put a drinking station in for this incredibly warm weather. Let's see, can I put it in there? No, I cannot. Is there anywhere I can put it where it's going to be hidden? Can I put it in here? Probably not. They'll just have to drink from there. It's nothing can be done, I'm afraid, main wolves. You need to stop being so picky. Their last meal quality was quite low. Why? They're on grade 3 food quality. Our mountain tapirs, that's Frank. There is an infant on the way. You can see there's, excuse me, that is an email, in case any of you were wondering. There's an education talk going on. Got our mountain tapirs here. Female is due an infant in 2 years' time. Shouldn't take that long in reality, but I've got aging extended on the zoo, so our animals are around for longer. I've potentially found an animal what can go in with the mountain tapir, should we so wish. There isn't a mod for it yet, but I'm hopeful that one day there will be. And it's the Venezuelan red howler monkey. So it's not currently endangered. It's classed as a least concern. But it's nice to have a good population in captivity. Oops. I've been doing some planning of the next zone. Yeah, nothing else has really changed. Still no free build mod. So this picnic plaza will have to do for now. We're going to zoom out a little bit. Oh, our Rhea. The first 2 juveniles I had to trade away because they'd grown up. So we're now just left with these 4. And Amadeus, Evita, and Adelia. And Adelia's due some more offspring. I think we might have to possibly trade Amadeus out. We need a bit more genetic diversity in our greater rare population. And then obviously last time I think I mentioned I adjusted the toilets, and obviously it's very busy. So we're at 4.5-star rating at the moment. Guest happiness and animal rating are probably the lowest things. Education is pretty low. Thirst and energy are also pretty low. That's fine. We have a food court here, which is full of food and drink. But they evidently want more around the zoo, which makes sense. Showed you the temporary habitats last time. I need to do something with this. I've also planned out the Australia zone. But we're actually not going to be in the zoo for this episode. We're actually heading down here. So while we're heading down here, we are still making a loss, as you can see. We did make a little bit of money. Our loss is reducing steadily each year. Obviously, as we continue to expand, we're continuing to lose money. Need to do a bit more with this area. But essentially, we're at a point where the zoo could be quite profitable. If I just pause for a second, you will see. So this year, we've lost 16,051.47 compared to last year, 65,000, 2 years, 87, and then 121 is the average. We're getting a good income, but our cash flow is still too much. We're still putting too much out. Excuse me, and you'll see. Scenery, 24,300. Paths, barriers, terraforming's minimal. Paths minimal. Facility construction, 9,000, but it's in the green. What else we got? Animal transfers have cost us nothing. Staff, wages 20,000, marketing 1,000, animal food 4,000, facility running cost 1,154.3, scenery running cost 149.50, taxes 8.13, very minimal. And our income, ticket sales 5, shop 2, donations 3. But we're still losing too much money. So I obviously need to place some more donation bins and find a way to make it naturally fit in a realistic fashion in the zoo. But I also need to bring more attractive animals into the zoo. And that will work with the Australia zone. But if you remember from a few episodes ago, and I maybe showed it in the last episode, this was a completely blank area. I do not advise standing in the middle of the road. It's now a memorial park. So it's not finished, but it's mostly done. So you walk in and there's going to be 3 memorials. There's only 2 at the moment. So the first memorial is dedicated to Dan XG, for which this map would not exist without. The second memorial is donated to Leaf, for without which I probably wouldn't be a Planet Zoo YouTuber or have any of the animals that I actually want. Most of the mods I use are Leafs, so it felt right that he was only front and centre. And then we're going to have another one. I don't know what that's going to be yet. We'll go left first. And these statues are all dedicated to blueprint creators that I'm using in the zoo, or modders where their mods are being used in the zoo. So we've got Mad Carbs, Anigmandra, Chilosiraptor, Elodev, Giorno Pizza. We're just going to head back this way. We've got Bubbly Wums, of course, Jen, Narwhaler, Good Boy. Then here we've got, this is dedicated to the Eastlake Animal Education Centre, which is now obviously non-existent. And this is dedicated to the Eastlake Seal Sanctuary. This was the area I'd sort of worked on most, in case you haven't guessed. Then we'll head this way. So we've got Caesar Creates, ZZ, ZSH Plays, Vectorix, Spellcatcher, Nick, Lucas 2811, Delay Designer, Buff Zoo, Caramel TV, Kaya Denick, Just Goron, although we don't have the free build mod from Kaya Denick, but when it's updated we will be doing it. Wang Ji, who he's the creator of, I assume it's a he, I'm not overly familiar with Chinese pronouns and so on. Wang Ji is the one who created Frank. Well, I named him Frank, but it's what's it called? A scale robot, I think it's called, something like that. Ren, Paulsley. Actually, probably Paulsley was the one that got me into being a Planet Zoo YouTuber. He was out just before Leaf, I think. Open Ninja, Nicholas Lion Rider, MIE, Keyboard Keeper, Friezes, Shift Z, Zoo, Manny the Fluffy Mammoth, Simply Savannah, Haribo, Toves or Toves, Dandy in Space, Anna DLM, Bongo Hardwood, Princess Jasmine, Leader, Armando Manatee, Vigoga, Lion, Zoof, Ricey, and I Am Robustus. And that is what we have so far for the Memorial Park. And there's a nice big sort of wildflower meadow in the middle. So we've still got plenty of space to add other statues for other mod creators and blueprint creators that we may be using in the future. But for now, I'm pretty happy with it. It looks sort of what I had in mind, so I'm fairly satisfied. We could put this one to bed now. And from what I can gather from some polls that I've conducted with the community in the game, the residents of Dunswell are very happy that they now have this space to go to. So it'll just be a case of putting some bins and benches in probably, and just beautifying things up a little bit. But there we go, that is what I've been working on, the Memorial Park, and then mapping out the Australia zone, and mapping out the rest of the South America zone. That isn't meant to look like a smiley face, but now that I've seen it, it does look pretty cool. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. So in the next episode then, we're going to be heading over down under, and we're going to be beginning our Australia zone construction. So yeah, really excited about that. This zone will probably be the smallest, if not the European and North American zone, but this zone has the most room for expansion, which I really like. Oops, spoilers. So yeah, it depends what animals we get in the future, what the mods come out, but primarily I've gone for really good conservation values or iconic animals. So we've got emus here, got wallabies, so they don't have high conservation values, but they are iconic. So the other animals will also have high conservation values to sort of balance that out. And then after Australia, we're probably going to nip back over to South America and start on the rest of the South American zone. And then that leaves us with Africa and Asia. Once the guinea fowl has matured, our little juvenile, it's fairly close, we're going to send our guinea fowl to another collection, and the Africa zone is not going to be touched probably until we finish the South America zone, and then I'll flick between Africa and Asia. I don't currently have any ideas in mind for these two zones, which is why I started with South America, and then we're going to be moving over to Australia. That's basically it. I just wanted to do a little quick update to show you that I've taken Leslie's stern warning on board, and yeah, the zoo's doing well. Not as well as it could be doing financially, but it's doing well, and everything is on track. So hopefully getting some Australian animals will change our fortunes a little bit, and we might be able to get a little bit more money rolling in. Hopefully. But with that, my friends, we shall leave the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, stay kind. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Really helps me out. And you can find me on Instagram at JW_YT. I am fairly frequently posting on Instagram, so I hope to see you all there. So until the next time, my friends, thank you for watching, and bye bye for now.